Hello. Okay. Uh, Good day, everyone. Thank you for coming into this channel on this live trade with the Precise Trader. Do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose and use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess your risk of any trade before you put in your trades. Okay. So with that, I think we will proceed with the live. Okay, let me check. Okay, let me change the screen. Okay, so now we are seeing the yen is already breaking higher. So I think yen should be a potential trade which we are trying to take. And in fact, I think the dollar yen we have entered at 60. Okay, in fact, we are trying to do it earlier, but unfortunately, we didn't get it. So I think we changed it to 60. Okay, and let me see. Just give me 1 minute. I also want to check whether my trade is filled. Okay. Uh, right. So now we are we have opened a dollar yen and we are trying to enter long. In fact, this early on we gave the signal, both we missed it. In fact, we were trying to buy euro yen, pound yen, also we missed it. So now we are trying to get at a closer level. Okay, so we are able to, if we are able to get it, then we'll take. But dollar yen, I think we are already into the trade. So let's see how we can manage this, and let's move with the analysis. Okay, now looking at the dollar yen. Okay, let me show you the chart. Okay, we need to know the time control. In fact, the time control is 360 and 240 and even 220, 120. So 120 meaning this strength should last for at least another 1 hour, the minimum, and maximum we should see the strength lasting for 3 hours. Okay, so this is the clue. Okay, always remember. Okay, maybe I'm not sure whether how far you have understood. When we meant to say that time control, trade control, and trend control, because these are the three things important. So maybe what I'm going to do now is, okay, maybe I'll just show you on the chart, so then at least you can have a very clear indication, okay, what is happening and how we can trade the thing with ease. Okay, let me see whether any other trades that are viable. Okay, never mind. Okay, we'll start out with the yen, then I think we'll look at the yen crosses, then followed by the gold. Okay, now let's go into the yen. Okay, now the clue I'm giving you is okay, we must understand, okay, we must identify, uh, mainly measure the three, basically the trend, time, and trade. Okay, then of course we have this boundary, then followed by the benchmark levels. Okay, so these five factors are very important. Okay, of course, the additional one would be the navigator, the trade navigator, and the PT trade PT target. That will help you to see how far this thing can move and how we can do it. So now let's do this for the yen. So now all I know is, okay, always remember, pay attention to the time control and the trade control. Okay, these two are the most important thing to give you the results. Okay, basically the time control would give you the entry and the target levels. Okay, what do I mean by that? So that means, like, for instance, if let's say you are going to go for a buy or sell on retracement, we got to wait until the time finishes. That is why maybe slowly, if you understand what we are trying to say, then maybe it will be easier for you to put in the trades. So now let's do this dollar yen. Okay, all the clue I'm getting here is the trend control, sorry, the time control is minimum is we can say 2 hours, 4 hours, and 6 hours. Okay, and of course, if you look into 720 and daily is not yet, until that 5390 breaks. Okay, if your 15390 breaks, then definitely the daily would also be in the time control, meaning this up can last until end of the day. That is the clue we are getting. So now let's work on the assumption that minimum is 3 hours. Okay, 3 hours we are going to get on this. So what we need to know the target, what we can get within the next 3 hours, and also we need to know the trade control and also the target. Okay, so maybe let's do that. Okay, now we're looking into a dollar yen. Okay, so now what all I know is okay, right now this market is making higher highs, and right now the time and the trade both are in the same direction, and in fact the trend control is also in the same direction. That means all these three are pointing the same direction, which is up. So which means eventually we should see this level at least to test, and if it breaks, then we should see the price moving higher towards 15430, 45, and even 80. Okay, so this is the main thing we need to understand. So on the risk wise, what we need to know is we should not see the price going below 45. Okay, on the risk wise. So we have seen a breakout here, and the low is 30. So we should not see the price going below 45, and the strength should last for another. Okay, now the as far as the target is concerned, okay, the PT target is concerned, okay, maybe you can just help me to key in, or can do this. We have this 153.35 plus 152.75. Okay, 152.75. Okay, put this as M plus, which is 30.610 minus 152.40. This would give you a first target, and this one would give you a final target, which is 151.50. So if let's say I put in 151.50 minus 151.50, your final target should be at least 5460. Okay, which means that this high should break, and we should see the level which is about 5460, which is also giving us a valid projection. Okay, so now we are into the trade. Okay, all I can say is we have given a target of 5420, which is a conservative target, and the stop loss, I think we can give 1.5. Let me look at 1 minute. 35 or 45. Okay, this should be your stop loss. So on the other hand, okay, if you, let's say you have not managed to get an entry, okay, then we can just wait, see, because right now this market is consolidating, and if we can get a pullback, try to enter at 60 or 55 the most. That means I don't see the price going below 55, then eventually we should see the price moving higher. Okay, so this trade is a good trade, and because all the factors are in our favor. Okay, what do I mean by our favor? That means the trend control is in our favor, time control is in our favor, the trade control is in our favor, unless if we see the price or it's a failure, then only this thing will get stopped out. Otherwise we should be exiting this with a profit. Okay, now next one is we are trying to enter euro yen. Okay, euro yen, let me pull the chart, then we see whether, okay, euro yen, then okay, so the euro yen, so if you look at it, okay, this is a weekly time frame. The weekly is still pointing up, and this is a 15 minute, and let's say we look at your 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours, the time control, we need to see the price, and this strength can last for another 45 minutes. Okay, 45 minutes the minimum, and if this strength continues, then we may expect until another 2 hours 45 minutes. That's the maximum. So if we look into this chart, okay, of course, if we look into this chart, okay, this would be a pattern breakout, and we should comfortably see 66.40 in the event if this high breaks, or we should see a pattern projection which is 67.30. So that would be your max. So this again 66.40, 66.80, 67.30. So we should be getting either one of these levels as target. So euro yen also, this would be a viable trade, and let me see, and this one is, we are wrong if the price breaks below this low, okay, which is 65. In fact, we were trying to buy somewhere here, 65, 55, or we should have entered that market, but I think we are being a bit hesitant on this, because we thought that this is in a range, so we may get one more drop, so we couldn't get this entry as well. So now we try to enter at 85. Okay, 85 is, okay, let me see on the 1 minute chart. 85 is somewhere here, and the stop is 55, and your TP is an extension of this level, which is about 66.30 or 66.40, and I think we put in at 66.35. So this trade is also, I would consider this as a good trade. Okay, the reason being is all the odds are in our favor. Okay, the only thing is we shouldn't see a failure. So when I say all the odds are in our favor, that means your trend, time, and the trade, all the three are in our favor. So always remember, sometimes we get two are in our favor, one is against, and sometimes we don't, we get only one in our favor and two against, then that would be a bit dangerous game. Yeah. So now I think this trade should be a good trade, and please try to enter these two trades. Like even I think we have about 40 pips move on this. So if you want to enter at market maybe 90, you may also do so. Okay, almost instead of 85, we'll try to enter at 90. Okay, this would be another trade we can look into. Then the next one is the pound yen. Okay, pound yen is also in a similar, but pound yen would be a better bet because this is already cleared the previous barrier. So the pound yen, I think we are trying to buy at 99.30, which is I think if you want, you can go for a buy at 99.50 and stop at 25 and TP at 80. Okay, so that means there would be a minimum of about 30 pips move. Okay, 30 pips move. So this one again we try to change it. Okay, we'll try to change it. Okay, we want to buy at 50 and 25 pips stop. Okay, since we are entering late, we will see whether we can put our TP. Okay, maybe we'll put a TP at 90, 199.90, 40 pips. So this would be also another trade which we can look into. So we'll try to enter euro yen, pound yen, and dollar yen. Okay, this three. Okay, this euro yen also I said 90. Yeah. $65 and 50 pips stop loss. Okay, so this three we will see a potential trade. I think dollar yen we are already into the trade, and the other two we are working on it. Okay, then now let's go into the. Okay, before I move on, I want to see what is the data that's out tonight. Okay, I think next week onwards we should be moving on to the daylight saving, and we should be able to. I think we should be do 1 hour later. Okay, so now today I think 2200 hours we have CB consumer confidence, and we have Jolt's job openings. Okay, as of now I think we don't have any data, so we are still safe, and I think we can still go for the trade. So this is only the another 1.5 hours only we are going to get the data. So I think we can still be in the trade. Yeah. So try to enter this two. Then let's look at gold. Okay, let's look at gold. Okay, gold is 2752. Okay, the trend control is daily up. Okay, daily up, and your lower time frame is 360 is flat, 240 is flat, 120 is flat, 60 is flat, and so on so forth. Okay, so what we can do is, okay, we can go for a buy either at 2 120 low, 240 low, or 360 low. That would be the max. We should be looking to go for a buy. Okay, so here uh, what the system says. Okay, I want to, maybe I want to do it in a very clear manner, so at least you understand how our system works. Okay, we see right now this market is trading at 27515. Okay, 27515. And just now I think we shorted, I think we got stopped out because I think we felt that we have this market will go down first before going up. But again, we were wrong on this. So we had a stopped out. So now if you look at the boundary, we see 2740 on the low and 2757 half as the high. Okay, and the trend is, of course, the trend control is daily and weekly up. Okay, daily up is above 2748 half. 2748 half, and weekly is also up. Okay, the weekly is also up, and that is current, previous week is 58 half. Okay, and once it breaks that 58 half, we should see the price moving higher, and we have to pay very close attention now, because this level is a very important level, and if that level breaks, then a lot of stops would get triggered and we should see the price accelerating higher. Okay, so this would be an opportunity as well. So let's look into the chart. Okay, and I just want to show you, at least you get. Okay, so here, so if you look into the chart, your weekly is still near the high, and this is where your weekly high should, once it breaks, it should go up. Okay, then we have your current time, which is your 2 hours chart. Okay, your 2 hours chart, this is saying that this is flat. Okay, that means the low, we should see the price happening before another 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, that would be your low, or we should be able to see the low somewhere within, if 6 hours is the time control, then probably we may see somewhere 42. Okay, 42 or 40. Okay, this would be the entry for a buy. So these two levels are very important. So now what we are going to do is, I'm going to share with you, okay, how we can trade this by plotting the boundary levels, the trend, and we can do the trade. So at least you get a very clear indication how this is done. So at least when we plot on the chart, rather than I just tell, some of you, you can't imagine where is it, and you can't see. Okay, so now if you see, this is a 3-minute chart. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to first plot the boundary, so at least you can see that is a guidance. Okay, so as of now, your boundary is, okay, this is on the high side. Okay, maybe I'll try to text it, so that will be a better. So here, this one, we call it a boundary, okay, boundary high, or we'll just put it as BH, and boundary high, and this should be your boundary high, and your boundary low, okay, which is today's low. Okay, we will mark it as BL, and this would be your boundary low. Okay, right now when we plot these two levels, I think when we plot these two levels, then I think you have a very clear idea, okay, what is happening and how we can trade it. Okay, now the next thing we need to know, of course, I told you that the trend control, which is up, pointing up, and right now your time control, okay, this is where your time control high. Okay, I'll put it as TC high. Okay, this is your time control high. So what is going to happen is, if this low breaks, okay, if this low breaks, which is just let me highlight to you, 2746, we should see the price moving lower, and what we should be seeing is the price should take a base before this level if we are right and if we are still bullish on this. So now what is going to happen is, if let's say I do a projection, where is going to be my entry? So we can enter either at 43 or at 40 half. Okay, this should be your two levels of entry point. Okay, now I've clearly mentioned and I've clearly marked all these levels. So what you can do is, your job is, probably you can do your same marking on the chart and sit in front of the screen and just monitor that. Okay, once your TC high, that means your time control high breaks, okay, we know that this is going to be the base and we should see the price breaking, and once it breaks that high, we should be able to give you your target. Okay, your target can be, if let's say I'm doing a projection from here, your target should be at about 2785 or 2768, 2772 and 2785. That is, of course, we have to make sure that your boundary high breaks, then we should see this happening. Okay, on the other hand, if let's assume that the boundary low breaks, okay, the boundary low which is somewhere here, if it breaks, then we should see the price extending, okay, towards 34 and 30 half, and I don't see the price going below 25. So now we have given you, I don't know whether it's very complicating to you, maybe you can give me your feedback. Okay, this tells you that whether this is much easier for you to handle, then it will be in future. I can stick to this way of guiding you, so at least you would be much more having a very clear direction what is to be done. So the same note, see, like for instance, okay, now we have marked the boundary high, we have marked the boundary low, and we have marked the time control high, and time control low is somewhere here, 2746. Okay, this is also, maybe if you want, I can mark this time control low. Okay, this is your time control low. So all you got to do is, right now, I hope you can see my chart clearly. If you want, I can zoom in. So all you can do is, okay, you have to make sure that if you are going for a buy, we need to get the support of your time control and your trade control. Okay, the trade control is once it breaks this high, we know that the price is going to go higher. Then we got to go for a buy on this. So now what you got to do is just sit in front of the screen. Okay, highlight all these points, then pay attention. Then you see where you can do a entry. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a signal based on this. And since we have already done and we have got all the informations what we wanted, okay, we have a gold buying at 2739. Okay, 39 is somewhere somewhere near the boundary low. Okay, 40 or 39, boundary low, and our stop is 36. Okay, 36. I think this should be 35 half to be more precise. So at least we are putting in below the channel. Okay, so here, and our TP, if let's say we buy at here, then we are planning to exit before this congestion, which is 47. Okay, so now let me revise the thing. Okay, now 39, I told you 35 half and 47 remains. The only thing is the extension of the time I'm going to give until because this is a 2 hours. So 2 hours, or we can have even 2.5 hours, which is 8 plus 4 is 12. So it's 3.5 hours. Okay, maybe I want to extend it until 23:30. Okay, so now this is how we try to play the game. Okay, next thing is, on the other hand, if your time control comes into play, okay, that means if you feel that this is going to be okay, let me show you the chart. Okay, now if you see, if your 53 half breaks, then your movement should be moving up. But since we have so much of choppy trades, we don't want to do a stop buy here. We would rather buy at the high, that means break the boundary high, which is 59. So if your 59 breaks, okay, 59 breaks, we can put the stop. Okay, let me see where we can put 55. 55, I think 54 half should be better. Okay, 54 half better. Okay, so that would be, if your 59 breaks, remember our target is 68, 72 and 82. Okay, we have 3 different targets. Okay, so what we are going to do is, we are going to give you a stop buy order. Okay, stop buy order, and this is in the event. Okay, in the event if our buy order is not filled. Okay, we are going to get 2759 stop and 2759 545. Okay, there's a $4.5 risk, and 27. We'll put it as 67 should be your minimum target, but I think I would want to go for 72. Okay, 72. So that would be your next target. You can even go higher, towards 2,800, because once it breaks the high, then you will see a lot of stops triggered, and we will see a lot of price activity, right? So this one, I think we want to put it until 10 o'clock is the data out. So maybe we'll try to put it as after the data, 2300 hours. So of course later when we feel that we might need to do some adjustments, then we will do the adjustments. So these are the two orders for gold, and right now this market is in a huge congestion, and the time control is also literally very quiet. So I don't want to do anything near this. So if it breaks, then probably I may want to enter lower, and we should be seeing the price high if your 59 breaks, 58 half 59 breaks. So this would be a very clear way of doing things. That means you have the boundary high, you have your boundary low somewhere here, then you have your time control high and your time control low, because these are the two important factors which we need. Of course, we need to know your trade control. Right now your trade control is flat. Okay, flat means the trade control is usually we use 15 minutes for verification. Yeah. So now let's say we go back into the yen, and we do the same thing. Okay, we do the same thing, and right now I think we are making about 23 pips. Okay, we do the same thing. Okay, you will get a much more a clear direction. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, the boundary, first of all we are going to get a boundary, and this boundary is going to be 360, I think is already touching. So we'll go for a daily boundary. Okay, daily boundary is, okay, this is the daily boundary. We use your current high and current current low and previous high. So this is going to be your, see, the reason why we are highlighting the boundary is that would give us an indication for a buy or sell. Okay, I think I would better use the other way. Okay, text. Okay, now okay, boundary, this is a boundary low. Okay, I'll put it as DBL, daily boundary low. So I think on that note, I think you have some clear idea. Okay, so this is your daily boundary low, and this is your daily boundary high. Okay, DBH. Okay, so we have highlighted this. Next, we are going to get your opening high and low. So now, right now, if you look at your 2 hours, this is going to be your opening low, and if I look at 360, okay, this one, okay, let's do a 360 opening low. Okay, we'll put it as hourly time control low. Okay, so this would be your, this should be your low. The high, I think we are not interested, because we are interested in price moving higher, so we don't have to pay attention to this. So now we put in this, okay, when we plot this into your chart, at least you should see where are your entry, resistance and your target. So here all I know is, okay, this is going to be your high, and once it breaks this, I know that I should see the price struggling somewhere here. Okay, of course it's moved a bit higher, about 5 pips, my apologies for this. So now we should see the price moving towards 54.40 and 54.80. Okay, and this is a 3-minute. So now this would give you a clear idea. A clear idea of your entry. Even if let's say you didn't get an entry point, okay, we can enter again at 53.70, and all I know is, okay, right now if I even use a 15-minute, okay, 15-minute, right now this is going to end in another 3 minutes, so we'll get another 15-minute bar coming into play, and I shouldn't see the price going below 65. Okay, and early on I think we had an entry. Okay, we had an entry at 70. So that one, I think our euro yen is also failed. Our euro yen is also failed. Okay, now we are going to revise our stop. Okay, we had at 30. So now what we want to do is we want to raise it to 55. So that means we only lose in the event, okay, in the event if let's say the price is a failure and let's say market moves lower, then we only lose 5 pips on this trade. So always remember, when we make, we got to make the maximum, and when we make, we do the minimum. So what we will be doing slowly is I'll be every trade we will be trying to have 2 entries. Okay, one is a first entry we call it, and next one is a add-on entry. So we will be slowly guiding you how we will be doing that, so at least you can get it. Okay, now let's see your euro yen. Okay, since the euro yen is coming off, okay, we got to see whether we need to adjust any levels. Okay, euro yen, I think we were long somewhere here. I think we entered a bit earlier. So now I think our stop we put at 65. Okay, let me see the, let me share the screen. Okay, so let me share with you the same thing. Okay, all we need to know is, see, when we are in the trade, okay, whenever we are in the trade, we need to see your trade control and the time control, see whether they are in our favor. Okay, what do I mean by this? Okay, like right now, if you use your trade control, okay, now is in the verge of turning. Okay, of course, if it breaks this low, then this trade control will become a sell, and we should be seeing the price moving lower. But on the other hand, if you look into your time control, okay, your time control also says that as long as below 60, okay, this is going to be, this market is going to be in the down move. If you put it as 360, then definitely this is down, because this market is pointing down. So what we would be doing is, okay, early on we entered at 90. So I think we don't want to get this thing stopped out. So what we will be doing is we will try to reduce the stop loss by 5 pips. Okay, reduce the stop. So here we want to reduce it to 60 because what the if of course if the this level is a very critical level, that 60 65 is a very critical level. So of course if we are wrong, then definitely we are going to get stopped out, and we have to do a re-entry. Okay, re-entry in the event, let's say we get stopped out. I think we should be having a re-entry somewhere. Okay, let me see. Pound yen. Pound yen also we need to see. Okay, give me a minute on that. So at least we would try to. But remember, I told you, compared to euro yen, pound yen would be a better bet because this is moving. Okay. Okay. Now, if you look into your time control, okay, this is still pointing up. Okay, still pointing up above 199.05. So if you look into your trade control, the trade control is still up as long as this is above 30. Okay, 30. So what we have done is, okay, we have an entry to buy at 50. So we have a stop at 25. So what we can do is, okay, now is we have another 12 minutes left on this candle. Okay, maybe we can reduce it by 5 pips. Okay, not much, just by 5 pips, then we should be able to get a better entry level. So now we want to reduce it to 5 pips, and the stop we still want to reduce by 5 pips, and our TP, and the time I want to extend it to by another 1 hour. So you see, the thing is, what we are trying to do is, you got to play the game, trade with confidence, try to identify the time control and the trade control, then what do I mean by confidence, trading with confidence. So what do I mean by that? Like, see, when we see, like just now I showed you, see, like pound yen, your trade control is still actually is up, flat with an upside bias, as long as the trade control doesn't go below 99.30, 199.30, we can still go for a buy on this. And what is really supporting my view is your time control. Okay, this is going to last for another 10 minutes. Okay, this is only going to last for another 10 minutes. And let's say I do a 4-hour chart. Okay, 4 hours, meaning this is also going to be another 10 minutes, because this is going to end in another 10 minutes. And your 6 hours, okay, 6 hours is still pointing up. Okay, your 6 hours is still pointing up. So this should give you your comfort zone of holding a buy. Okay, this should give you a comfort zone. But the euro yen is a bit different. Okay, if you see euro yen, I just want you to see the difference, so at least you know how to play the game into this. So if you look at euro yen, if you look at your trade control, okay, right now this is showing weakness. Okay, when I say trade control means when your 15-minute, okay, this is trading below the previous support, which is not a good sign. It's not a good sign, especially if you are holding a buy. This is not a good sign. Okay, and when I look into your 2 hours, okay, remember this is going to last, and this weakness, what we are seeing is this may last for only for another 9 more minutes. Then after that, a new sentiment should be coming into play. But the problem with this trade is your 360 is still showing weakness, which means to say we have another 2 more hours of weakness to be seen. So what I'm trying to tell you is you can decide on your own whether this is going to get stopped out. I mean, the probability of getting it stopped out, and whether this is going to give you the money. Okay, let's say this gets stopped out. Okay, what we can do is we can do a re-entry again at a much lower level, which is, in fact, this should be your benchmark, and we should see the price buying at 165 35. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so if let's say this thing gets stopped out, what we can do is we can get your 360 low, which is 165 15 or 20, somewhere there. So what you can do is that can be a buffer entry. Okay, buffer entry, and this one is I want it to be $165.20, and this is why I would want to put a tight stop, and the TP I want to exit before 165 65. Okay, 65, because the weakness is seen, then we should see the price making much weaker. So only about 45 pips, and this one, the expiry, I want to put in until 1 a.m. That means after the time belt is finished, that means after our 360 weakness is finished, then we try to go for a buy. So this would be your buffer entry. So that means you see here on the let's say I lose 30 pips on here. Let's say I lose 30 pips, then I try to make back 40 pips, 40 or 45 on the next trade. So we should be moving consistently, and we should be moving with in the direction of the market. Okay. So now let me see one last time before we see the gold. I'm not sure where is the gold trading. Okay, this is still in a range. Okay, I think you should know what to do. So we have the market. I hope you can see my chart clearly. So this is your boundary high, this is your boundary low, this is your time control low, and your time control high. So we just see where the market is heading. You just sit in front of the screen, and this is a 3-minute charts which I put in. Of course, if you can go as low as even 1 minute, but as of now this is going to be very quiet until the break, and you just have to wait to see and see where is the market heading. So always remember, our trade control and the time control must be always in the same direction. Okay, if you see either one is making in the opposite direction, then this is not going to give you the reward what you want or what you are looking for. Okay, so one last time on the dollar yen, you will just see the same manner. Okay, before we knock off. So here, okay, what we are seeing is our trade control. Okay, our trade control still is in control. Okay, because as long as the price doesn't go below 65. Okay, I know we are seeing some weakness, and this is going to be for another 4 more minutes, then after that we will get a new candle, okay, new candle coming into play. So then as far as this time is concerned, your 360, okay, your 360, this is giving you a strong uptrend. So that is a clue that we are getting, that is we should see the strength for another 2 more hours. Okay, either we will be seeing the strength for another 2 more hours, or we may see a failure, then we should see the price coming off. And I think we have revised the price stop loss to 55. So we are only going to lose about 5 pips in the event if, let's say, this is a failure. So all we need to know is this is going to be a make or break scenario. If it breaks, then we are right and we make the money, and if it doesn't, then probably then we may get stopped out. And the only good thing is, at least you can you can expect what to see in the market, okay, what to see or what is to be expected. That means at least I know. See, like I'm telling you, there is a high chance that euro yen may get stopped out. Dollar yen, chances of getting stopped out is a bit slim. And the only thing is I got to see whether the high breaks. That's the only thing I got to see. So now you can closely play the game. Okay, you can closely play the game. You can see whether this would going to give you the reward or not. Okay. So I think with that I conclude today's session, and looking forward to see you again tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we have 2 sessions, one in the Europe session and one in the US. So once again, if you feel that our way of approach is interesting and worth considering, please subscribe to our services, and please give a like, and also bring in your friends, whoever who are in the similar industry. Try to bring in the friends, so at least we can apply, and we can learn together. Okay. So like for instance, like I mean, this is what we are going to do day in day out, and I'm going to tell you which is your danger zone, safe zone, so at least you know what is to be expected and how you can manage the trade. Okay. So with that, I think I conclude today's session, and once again, thank you, and looking forward to see you again. Till then, bye.